All right, brother. Here we are.
Well.
What up, guys?
We've grown. We've grown since the last time we were on the air. We have another with us. Why don't you go ahead and introduce him, Rick?
Hey, so we got Brian. Brian works out at Academy out in San Diego. Gracious enough to host me out there. And as you guys can tell that are viewing, we've got us a ship jumper. So I think we have us a Navy supporter that was talking some smack. I think what 14, Brian, was your prediction?
Yeah, he made a prediction. 14 zip Navy.
Hey, make them bolder.
Yeah,
make them bolder. Don't make them.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, buddy. You might need to take a piss test because I think you're smoking a little something.
Well, I don't think we're going to have an old-fashioned shootout. I can tell you that. This is a ground. They're fighting for every inch out there.
Yeah, my wife commented on it earlier. She's like not the highest scoring game, but yeah, these games are awesome though because it's old school football. But these defenses are going to be tired in the second half. I think we'll see some more points coming out.
Yeah,
it's all that running. So. we might be looking at 14 points total.
Well, I can tell you one thing that's going on. They are laying the leather down there, man. They are hitting each other. From what I can see, they're getting after it a lot of jaw jacking, but they're definitely throwing some wood down there.
But see, here's the other thing, man. Visibility is rubbish out there, and I don't know how it is for those guys in the field, but just trying to watch the game, it's hard enough. So one can only imagine, how's things, how's that visibility? Terrible. Yeah, I don't think totally changes. No, I mean, that was like that last play. So you saw the ball go. It's like, okay, they threw it somewhere. No idea where it's at. So,
yeah, I think the two longest plays was a 13-yard run and a 28-yard pass. And that was about it. Not a whole lot of offense going on out there, but man, they are getting after it in the trenches. You know what? Most of these games turn out that way. They had the run option, and I don't see a whole lot of option going on. They're just doing the old student body left and right most of the time. Yeah. So
I don't think they've got a whole bunch. I don't think they've got a whole bunch in the playbook. I mean, you got poor visibility, so you're kind of restricted as far as what you can do.
Yeah,
and how many different run plays do these guys typically have?
Plus two fairly new quarterbacks on both teams, so they don't know that whole playbook yet either.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Navy's what is this, his third start?
I think they said it's his third start, and Army's is his second, something like that. So they're both fairly new.
Are they? Well, I know is the Navy guy. He's a freshman, isn't he?
I believe so.
Yeah. So they're young guys. I mean, it's a tough setting. And everybody's emotional. They're getting after it, but it's been a pretty good game. Been a pretty good game so far. If you're a fan of football and you like the things going on in the line of scrimmage, and this is the game for you.
Yeah. So it looks like we got Chris trying to get on board as well.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yep. There we go.
There he is.
Chris, can you hear us?
I can hear now.
All right, buddy. Man.
What's up, guys?
What are you doing?
Watching the game. Yeah,
I like your Go Army shirt.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm literally about 20 or 30 minutes away from the Naval Academy, living here in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, it looks like both student bodies are there. How many, what is it, 8,000 total, I think, that were able to make the game? How many people go to that, Rick? How many people actually attend in any given time at the West Point?
I don't even know what their numbers are. I'm sure West Point has the entire Corps of Cadets out there.
Yeah.
And then you got to look at, because think about, even when they play in Philly, they're still loading all them cats up. I don't know how they're rolling them up there, LMTVs or whatever, man. But that's
cattle trucks.
They bust them. They bust them. They were just here in Baltimore, here playing at the M&T Stadium where the Ravens play a couple years back. And they obviously West Point came down and they bust them down with the nice Greyhound buses, and so is the Naval Academy. And I'm always seeing the cadets at Bethesda at Walter Reed doing their medical stuff, and they bust them in those nice, big Greyhound buses out there.
Yeah,
dude, bring out the cattle cars. Hey, come on, man. That was just like what the Army in their last play, not having anyone out there to get the ball. Dude, are you going to quit on the battlefield? give me a break, man. Bad show. I mean, get the boys out there.
The Navy probably has. The Navy probably get limousines.
Oh, that'd be airport.
That's it.
Oh man.
So, you feeling outnumbered?
We're always outnumbered. I mean, where I live though in California, I mean, it's more Navy Marine Corps. So, and then I had Panone's out at the facility today, so he's split down the middle because he half and half. He
dabbled on both sides. Yeah.
Yep. He was Marine and Army.
Yeah, he's originally a Marine. But something had to happen. We should roll him on here because something had to happen to make him swap over. So,
yeah.
He got tired of eating all them crayons.
Oh man!
Well, I can tell you, even though it's not a really high scoring game and there's not a whole lot of throwing going on, it's still my favorite event of the year as far as college sports goes. Yep. Absolutely no question. The whole spectacle of it, I'm down with it. Freaking love it. See the president out there, it's so symbolic. You hear the planes go over, you don't see them because it's so foggy. That's the way it is, man. You never know they're there, but they're doing their thing, and that's what these kids are doing. They're getting after it today. They're definitely getting after it today.
So last year, I actually had tickets. It was in Philly, and it took a while for us to get into the stadium because of Trump. He came in, and the security was backed up, so we ended up just tailgating at the end. It was super cold too.
Didn't it snow last year?
It did.
Yeah,
it was freezing, dude. It was cold.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago, they got like 3 or 4 inches at the time of the game. It was crazy. But man, they still played. They still played. Army won that one. Navy won last year, and Army won the 3 before that. But it's a tight one. It's a barn burner. This one.
Yeah. So my thing is, I like to go to Annapolis usually. Like if I don't have tickets because it's so close, but I go to Annapolis wearing Go Army. And,
right.
And I didn't go to the last one because the last one was the Navy beat the Army. But the previous one, I was in Annapolis. Dude, it was awesome because it was just me and some other random Army dude in there in one of the bars in downtown Annapolis. They were like, wow.
Oh, man.
And then I had to book it before I got beat up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
But see, here's the thing. Probably one of the classic Army-Navy signs that I have seen was somebody from the Corps Cadets, and this has been years ago, holding up a sign that said, Navy goes to Waffle House sober.
Oh, man.
I'm going to disagree with that statement.
Oh, come on now.
Well, a lot of the guys are talking about they're going in the Marine side of the house. A lot of the football players were mentioning that they are going on the Marine side.
Yeah,
Brian, you know the demographics on that?
What?
As far as football,
I have no idea who's going. I should say a lot of type alphas, and on these football teams, they're either going to go Navy side to go NSW, or they're going to go Marines to go do the MARSOC Raider type thing. Other than that, in my career, I've met very few ship drivers and ship people that went there. Some aviators, naval aviators, fighter jet pilots, stuff like that. It went to the academy, but I think most of these Type A's don't want to ride a boat around for their career. So a lot of them go to Marine Corps.
Do those guys even fit in a fighter jet? Like seriously?
It depends. So I got to go I went to a school, same place that had Top Gun. I went to a school, and I was sitting about 215 in the back of the F-18 at that time, and it was very tight.
I bet.
But it was cool, man.
Yeah, of course. That's super cool. By the way, I don't know who you are, man. I'm Chris. So,
Brian, I'm a lone Navy guy in here.
Sweet.
Brian was our lone Navy guy we could get. Chris, just so you're tracking, Brian's out at San Diego at Academy out there.
Okay, awesome.
So he runs that facility out there.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, Brian.
Nice to meet you.
And it's funny because when I go out there, typically I'm the lone Army guy because it's either, Navy or Coast Guard out there is like the kind of the go-to. So this is a prime opportunity, throw a little mud back to go. All right, what's up there, Navy? Not looking too good on the gridiron today,
Right. But I will say, I think everybody I've hosted last year, everybody military, Army background, all of you.
Really?
Yep. So
Come
Mac
on, Sid.
Mac,
Yep.
you, Ken Stratz, and Noner, all Army background. Yep.
Come on, sailors, step up to the plate.
Here's where it comes right here. It's a 17-0 run, second half.
Oh, man.
Is that you got the tactonic going still, Rick?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I got.
Damn it.
You guys didn't see earlier. I got the lead slinger from the
nice.
Black Rifle Coffee guys. Yeah.
Got to make.
Are they doing whiskey?
I got the 10th Mountain in here, Rick. You remember that stuff?
I do.
Maybe it doesn't have any bourbon, so I had to go 10th Mountain. So
yeah.
Why is that?
What does the Navy drink? Is it champagne or mimosas?
Everything.
Moscato?
Mimosas.
Whatever's wet and has alcohol. I mean,
Oh,
spent a lot of time in some crazy ports, so everything. You're getting us confused with the Air Force.
I guess.
Air Force.
Yeah, them boys live large, though, man.
Oh,
I
man.
mean,
Yeah, they do.
They are large and in charge.
Who, the Air Force or the Navy?
No, Air Force.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're living large.
Because
man.
you got to think, right? And this is just from outside of experience, and I'll let Brian kind of, expound on this. But, dude, if you're basically a 6 or below, you're trash to the Navy. You might as well just be, chucked off the side of the boat. Once you hit that chief or that 7 mark, it's like all of a sudden you get these holier than now powers. I get somewhere fancy to eat. I get somewhere fancy to stay. I get a fancy new uniform. It's like, all right. So what's the lineage behind that, Brian? Any idea?
You know what? I retired as an E6 because I wanted to stay operational for my whole career. I didn't really care much. They have a certain path to go to make that E7 level, and they got these little workings they want you to do, and I didn't want to play ball. I just wanted to stay operational. So I was a lowly E6 for about a decade. But I got to fly in helicopters every day and shoot machine guns, and I'm happy with that. So.
Yeah.
Hey, it's funny you say that. I did a contract with a company called F3A, and we're out there doing a contract with SEAL Team. And we're out there in the Gulf of Mexico. You guys hearing it?
Yeah, a little bit. There's a little bit of.
Is that me or?
No, I think. Do you got the game in the background?
Let's stop.
Did it stop?
Yeah, I stopped.
Okay.
And anyways, we're out there in the in a destroyer in the Gulf of Mexico. We're doing some training out there, and they some of the Navy guys came up to me. It's like, who are you guys? What are you guys' rank? Because we're all retired SF dudes, and me and I don't know if you know Todd Ewell from C37. Rick, do you know Todd Ewell?
I don't.
Anyways, they're like, yeah, we're both E8s, and we both got invited to do the mess chiefs or the chiefs mess. Is that what it's called, chiefs mess?
Yep.
And I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck is that? And,
oh yeah, dude.
And yeah, so I guess if you're is it E7 or E8?
E7.
E7 and above.
Yeah.
E7 and above to go there to eat with the I guess with the senior master chief. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
The guy that runs the extra, I guess the senior enlisted guy out on the destroyer.
The command master chief, probably.
Yep. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool experience.
Yeah, they live life. I mean, but that's also part. I went into a couple different units that I didn't see a boat my last 10 years in the Navy. I was land based. So, I'll take that. I'm good with it.
And which is funny because in the Army, the higher you get, the senior enlisted guys eat at the very end. All the Joes eat first. All the junior enlisted guys eat first. Even the lieutenants, everybody, usually the top, enlisted guy, the first sergeant major, eat last in the Army.
Yeah, but our chow halls aren't segregated either. Everything's segregated there.
Yeah,
because I remember we went up to the beach one time with my team, and it's like the mistake was giving them ranks. We didn't know that, right? So why is the team split? Half staying in Shangri-La, and half staying down in the ghetto. And once we kind of figured that out, like, oh, no. These dudes are all promoted. You must have had their old list, when they were all, no, they're all 7s now. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Well, their ID cards don't say that. We haven't got, it just happened, It's like, so we bamboozled the Navy out of that one. But, dude, yeah. I've had some fun Navy shenanigans, man. Like ringing the bell on the quarterdeck. I don't know. I figured that was important enough, Army guy coming on board,
sure.
Ring the bell,
dang. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like a shame not to do it, right?
What? Why not? I mean, the SEALs want to sit there and quit, to ring the bell. I said, hell, granted, it was a land-based CQ is kind of what we refer to it as, but I think they call it the quarterdeck, and there's this nice shiny bell. And I'm like, well, damn, looks like it needs some ringing.
Oh, yeah.
Not just a one ring. I'm going to like ding-a-ling-a-ling this thing.
No, you got to get after that.
Golly, man. Navy guys about lost their mind. It's like,
oh, yeah.
What?
So, every ring of that bell's got a different meaning. Runs your whole
hell
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, Army guys is coming in here. I mean, we got to ring that thing a lot. It's important.
Yeah. The broadcast is always good too on the Army Navy game. They always have a lot of, like Rick said, military friendly and military highlighted commercials and things like that, man. And Nestler and Daniels are, I think they're heavily SEC biased, but they're amongst the best in the biz. They've been doing a good job. I mean, they've been mentioning how hard it is for them to see the game, but these guys are running hard, man. I can't wait to see what happens in the second half. I think those points that Army left on the field is going to loom large when you're talking about these small numbers. So I don't know what the heck's going to happen. Going to happen.
Well, it's kind of hard. They can't even see on the field, so I don't even know how they're doing those long passes out there. Those Hail Marys. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw they interviewed the coach, and the person interviewing the coach was like, I can't even see 60 yards past down the field. It's so thick in there, super thick.
You're just running a pattern and hope something lands in your lap. Hey,
it doesn't land. It doesn't land in the other team's lap. You know what I mean?
So,
but Navy put the ball on the ground a couple of times. I don't know what was going on with that too. They can see each other when they're handing it off. I think everybody's jitters are up. Maybe they'll calm down a little bit, settle in. Maybe we'll see some scoring, but it could come down to 3 points. That's what I mean. If Navy scores a touchdown, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I wish you had.
I think historically speaking, they're usually low scoring games. Like it's it's usually on the fourth on the fourth quarter that they usually ramp it up really good.
Yeah.
It seems like it, but they're usually low scoring games for historically speaking, for the ones that I've seen in the last couple of years.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't go down the field with the ball in the air very often. They run it and they pound it in there. But Navy is stout, man. Navy is playing very stout. You always think that at some point it's going to slow them up a little bit. We're getting ready to kick off for the second half. You think it would slow them up after taking that punishment because most people don't like that. But they've been hanging tough in there, and it's been just a great game so far.
Watch this. Navy will drop it.
Ah, shoot, that's terrible.
Penalty.
That means the ball goes on the 35 or 40. Come on, man.
Here it is. They're getting tired. Here it is.
Yeah, there's Nestler and Daniels right there. Remember old Vern Lundquist? Whatever happened to him? How come he's Vern? Yeah, I don't see him around very much.
No idea. I mean, those dudes are no spring chicken, so I'm sure at some point somebody
Vern was up there. He wasn't looking so good.
Yeah. But yeah, be interesting to see. Oh
yeah, they called that back.
Yeah.
It was an interference, yeah.
I mean, it's like right there. Yeah. Right there, the visibility doesn't look too bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Curtains. He said touchdown.
What?
What the hell?
Oh, we're behind. We're behind.
You're behind, guys.
Oh, no.
I'm lumped up in the old bedroom with my busted foot, so I got it on live. You'll see it. Here he goes.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, next play.
All right.
Oh, no.
I think it's time for more whiskey.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm a cuss. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Hey, thanks for joining the show, Chris, and appreciate it. You know, you're the first return guest that we've ever had.
Hey,
Boom.
I'll allow that. I'll take it.
Oh yeah, man. All right, buddy. Be safe out there.
Guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, all right, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
All right, buddy.
All right, Rick. This is the one you got to pay attention to.
All right.
Oh man.
I think we're a little bit time delayed, so I won't jump.
Yeah, I think we are.
Same formation. This time going to the right for
dude.
Again, he got a big opening, and now he's into the secondary. Harline, one more move inside the 10.
Yeah. I don't think he had quite enough wheels on that one.
Yeah.
About a yard short.
All right.
Yep, I got to get back to
Damn it, Ricky Bobby.
Oh, the midshipmen are going crazy, man.
Of course they are. Unbelievable.
That's what this game's going to come down to. One or two big plays, I think.
One or two big plays, yeah.
Yep. And typically the QB run play isn't one of them, you know. But
no. But in the end, America wins on this game. So.
Yep.
100%. But it's
100%.
just it's good. It's good smack talking. You know.
Yeah.
At least we've got some, you know, Navy presence with you, Brian. So appreciate that, man.
Talk smack, and even better when it's aimed at the Air Force, you know.
So you say so did you bet in? You put anything down on this? You pretty confident about the 14 Navy by 14 because I think Army was favored in this game, right?
I think Army was favored by 5, but I didn't.
No.
I do have a close proximity to Vegas, but we can't online do anything, so I didn't.
Yeah, you know, he lost that ball going into the end zone. I wonder if that's going to be it. Yeah, that's what they're reviewing. So he lost control of the ball, and it hit the pylon, right? So if that's the case, that means Army gets the ball on the 20.
Well, it depends. So if you cross the goal line and fumble in the end zone, it's still a touchdown. If you if you fumble the ball,
I think he's down. Yeah, I think he's down before he fumbles it.
Might be.
Yeah, because his knee goes down. He still got control, so they get it.
Yeah.
But T Keener 82, go Army 82. All right, man. They joined us on the chat room.
Call's going to be go back and get some grip strength there, Jerky.
Oh, God. That kid has got some wheels, man. That R-line.
The thing I like about this game, though, is there's probably not a player on there who has aspirations to go into the NFL. They're just playing because they love the game, which is just unheard of anymore.
Well,
none of them believe that they're Roger Staubach, right? They know they're going into the Navy or the Marine Corps.
Well, but that's what they signed up for, right? And I've talked to some, you know, I call them kids because that's what they were to me, but some graduates from the academy that could have went and got scholarships to universities. They're like, dude, they wanted the prestige of number one serving, and 2, especially going to the academy. That was like, and I mean, that's awesome. It's like hats off to you. So, yeah, like I said, it's all for the love of the game.
Awesome. And in the long run, it's probably the smarter career play because even out of college, I don't know what the percentage of people is that make it to the pros. It's very small, though.
Oh, very, very small.
Very small.
All it takes, think about it, right? So you can be sitting there playing whatever year and have some catastrophic blowout, and you're done.
Done.
You know, if that was your life ambition was to, you know, go play pro ball and you blow out your knee or something else, man, it's done.
Well, I know baseball, it's like 0.018% if you're even drafted, something like that.
Yeah.
And then the number of those players in baseball, most of them are pitchers, you know how that is, but and then the percentage goes even lower for folks who actually make it into the big leagues.
Yeah, it's like that. What's that movie from the 90s? The Program?
Yeah.
Where they had the linebacker and he just wanted to go pro, and I don't need to get a college degree, blow me out.
Yeah, James Caan was the coach in that. That was a good movie.
It was good.
It was loosely based on what, like the Florida State or something like that.
Probably loosely based. Yeah, the guy who played Latimer, I ran into him at a rock concert about 10 years ago. He's a super cool guy. That guy's massive, though.
Oh, yeah. The big muscle guy.
biggest human I've ever met in person.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's been in a couple of movies.
He's one of those guys that's been in everything, and you just don't know his name.
Yeah, I think he's the guy that played. Isn't he the guy that played Michael Myers in the redo of Halloween? Yeah, that guy's a monster.
He's huge. He's probably there's a picture of me on my Facebook page standing next to this guy. Rick knows I'm not small, but he makes me look really little. Like he's 6'6", probably 300 pounds, and a pro wrestler.
Did he play football?
I don't think so. I think he was a bodybuilder.
Because he's a freaking monster, man.
Huge. Now he's not quite as ripped as he was.
Yeah. Well, he's got to be getting up there. I mean, hell, when was that movie?
It was in the 90s, somewhere in the 90s, 95. Yeah, 95. I graduated that year.
Yeah, Omar Epps was in that movie, right? Wasn't he the running back?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
That guy's a monster, though. All right, guys.
All right. Sounds good, buddy.
Hopefully Army can change the tide here a little bit.
You watching it right now? A very important play about to happen.
No, I'm watching it online here. I'm behind here. Yeah, I'm still at the very important play.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right, guys.
I'm gonna roll out of here.
All right, man. Thanks for joining us, Brian. Nice meeting you, pal.
All right, Brian.
See you, buddy.
Later. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. We're out of here for the day. Thanks for joining our special on the Army-Navy game. If you're watching, go ahead and subscribe, interact with the pages on YouTube or Facebook. If you're listening, go ahead and give us a rating on Spotify and iTunes and Apple iPodcasts. Really appreciate you joining us today. We're going to finish the rest of the game. You guys enjoy the rest of the game and have a great weekend. And hope you enjoyed the show. We're going to do more of these.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks,
Go
Rick.
Army. You got it, buddy. Go Army. Beat Navy.
Beat Navy. All right, buddy.
Boom. All right, man.